The Houthis have been shelling Israel for months. According to the Israeli military, these attacks occur approximately every 3 days. The Houthis use ballistic missiles and unfortunately, the Israeli Iron Dome and other air defense systems cannot stop them. However, on December 27th last year, Houthis missiles were intercepted and destroyed for the first time, thanks to the American THAAD air defense system. THAAD stands for the Terminal High Altitude Area Defense System. It provides missile defense with a rapidly deployable capability to track, engage and intercept ballistic missiles inside or outside the atmosphere during the final or terminal phase of flight. It includes the largest air transportable X-band radar in the world, which searches, tracks and discriminates the objects and provides data to the interceptor. It also consists of a fire control and communications unit that links THAAD to external control and command so that it can plan and execute intercept solutions. Finally, there is the THAAD launcher or interceptor defense against short, medium and intermediate range ballistic missiles. It's capable of both endo and exo-atmospheric intercepts. It protects from incoming ballistic missiles that range from the altitude of 200 kilometers and 150 kilometers. About 40 test launches of these missiles were carried out through the years, of which 31 were considered successful. The highest interception of a ballistic missile by the THAAD system occurred at an altitude of about 100 kilometers. Israel became one of the few countries where the US supplied these THAAD units a few months ago. Israel received 3 or 4 of these systems. Israel and the United States reached an agreement that Israel would not bomb nuclear and oil facilities in Iran, and as a reward, the United States would supply TEM-3 THAAD units. This high-altitude interception system has performed very well and was the first to intercept Houthi ballistic missiles on December 27, 2024 in Israel. The interception altitude of this system is 150 kilometers. This is high atmospheric space, which is where enemy missiles are intercepted. Also, THAAD's maximum interception length of 200 kilometers is the highest of any air defense system that exists in the world now. The developers of the THAAD system solved the almost impossible task of intercepting an object with the diameter of an electric pole, an altitude of 150 kilometers, and at a distance of 200 kilometers. It is believed that a ballistic missile can no longer be shot down by anything other than the THAAD system. In Israel, a similar system has also been developed, and the latest modification of the Patriot air defense system has the same direct kinetic hit missiles. The United States began developing this system back in the early 90s during the Gulf War, when Iraq fired ballistic missiles at Israel. The Iraqi military also shot missiles at American military bases in Saudi Arabia about the same time. Back then the Americans were armed with Patriot systems of first and second modifications, which were unable to shoot down these ballistic missiles. Then a program was launched to develop a system that could shoot down these missiles. Testing of THAAD units and these missiles took place for many years since 1992, and in 2006, Lockheed Martin signed a contract with the Pentagon for the first THAAD systems. The modern THAAD system consists of 6 mobile launchers. Each of the installations has 8 interceptor missiles. These systems can be placed on a military cargo aircraft and transported to anywhere in the world that way. The deployment time for a THAAD battery to be fully operational, 1.5 hours. THAAD were transferred to Israel before, but this was only for military exercises. Then US and Israeli specialists tried to integrate these systems into all other Israeli air defense systems. The radar of the THAAD system is considered one of the most powerful in the world, and it was developed by the Raytheon company. This radar is capable of detecting ballistic missile launches 2,000 kilometers away. Since the speed of ballistic missiles is very high, interception of these missiles is possible only at the start of the flight of the missile. This radar detects the launch very early and calculates the flight path of that missile. This radar can track 7 to 10 ballistic missiles at the same time. The system is built in such a way that, without human intervention, this radar calculates and decides to give priority to the most dangerous trajectories of ballistic missiles and fires an air defense missile precisely at this priority target first. Missiles of the DOD system are single stage. They have an enormous speed of about 3 kilometers per second. These DOD missiles cannot intercept hypersonic speed missiles, but at present time, there are no military in the world that possesses fully hypersonic speed missiles. There are only hypersonic warheads of ballistic missiles which reach hypersonic speeds at the final stage of their trajectory. Therefore, in the final stages of ballistic missiles, these warheads cannot be intercepted. The DOD system is deeply integrated with other US military systems, such as aircraft carriers, and DOD makes decisions and detects ballistic missiles autonomously, without human intervention. Currently, there are only 2 cases of combat use of the DOD system. The first case happened in Saudi Arabia in 2022, when a Houthi ballistic missile was intercepted. It was flying to one of the air bases in Saudi Arabia. And the second time this happened quite recently, on December 27th in Israel, when a ballistic missile, again from the Houthis, was intercepted and destroyed. The DOD system is very expensive. The cost of one DOD battery, which includes 6 launchers and an integrated command center, but doesn't include the cost of the radar, is between $2 and $3 billion. The exact price is a secret. The Raytheon radar for this system costs about $500 million. The cost of each missile from the DOD system is several $million. Apart from the US military, these systems are only in service in Saudi Arabia. The Saudis paid about $15 billion for 7 batteries of the DOD system, which will be fully delivered to them by 2028. A total of 44 combat installations and 360 interceptor missiles will be supplied. Some missile installations are already in Saudi Arabia. As we know, the main opponents of Saudi Arabia are Iran and the Houthis, which are controlled by Iran and supplied weapons from Russia. DOD systems were deployed during military exercises in South Korea in 2017 that North Korea used and tested ballistic missiles, and they were also deployed during military exercises with Japan, and now they have been delivered to Israel. In the United States, work continues to increase the range and altitude of the flight of the interceptor missiles of the DOD system. THAAD will likely have the ability to intercept new Russian Oreshnik missiles, according to the experts.